Oh. You bastard. Wait, teammate. Whoa! That's not how you play the game. I didn't have to really see that. Hi, Kai. Hey, Oscar. Hey, Preston. Howdy, Kyle. Oh, I saw him turn around. I was like, maybe I can hit that right in the middle. Oh, did teammate miss that? Never mind, we're good. We're good on the recovery, chat. Don't worry about it. Oh, that was a further bounce than I thought it would be. Still warming up. Just got diamond. Congrats. Oh, that's a shame. What happened on this one from teammate? He was... okay. Maybe he's playing the shot as well. Oh, that or he's missed. Either way. Let's go on second. Preston, you were not even close second. All right. I was like, all right, I don't really have a reset on that super cleanly, so we're just gonna kind of stare at the left side of the screen. And guy went early, so one more tap and an easy touch. On the leaderboard. Oh, I was about to say, I was like, what? Golden shot, let's go, I don't care, Dad. Oh! That's weird. My YouTube chat is not loading. It is loading on. That's actually a unique glitch. It's not loading on my YouTube window, but it is loading in the chat app that controls my YouTube chat and my Twitch chat. Strange. And it is showing up on the top right. Interesting. Hi, Roxy. Might have to refresh the tab. I like having the browser tab. It lets me know about the YouTube notifications a lot easier. Because it pops up with a bright, like, look color right as it comes in. All right. Save a pad to get the recovery on. Bang, number 2. Uh-oh, these guys are slow, dude. Give me your settings, exclamation point cam, exclamation point SENS, exclamation point binds. Those are all commands you can use to get my settings. How you doing today? I'm doing all right, Kai. I'm trying to relish the last day of my Labor Day weekend. Which I guess if you're not in the United States, you might not know. This is a 3-day weekend for us. College Football 25 is on something right now? I mean, that's not even the current gen game. What do you mean it's on something? Do you mean like the games? Like the real life games? I'm used to people talking about the video game here. Well, that works. Playing the video game? I see.
It's beautiful.
Struggling to get out of gold 3? No, you're not. You're not struggling to get out. You're struggling to practice. Gold 3 isn't super hard to get out of. You just gotta keep working. Rocket League isn't like most of the video games where you play for like 2 hours and then you're like, oh, I get it. And then you kind of improve from there. It's a game that takes a lot of repetition and practice. You'll just be letting other people run by them. Oh yeah, the defense is a little sussy at times in those games. Not gonna lie, Preston. Oh, teammate, oof. Exam tomorrow? This is like your midterms or something? Semester just began. Why do you have like 17 different exams every week? What's your reaction if someone donates $100? I would be very surprised and shocked and super grateful for them. I mean, it's happened before. People are very nice. In case you would like to give back to a streamer they watch. Or just a random. We had a dude donate like $350 on his very first stream. I don't think he ever came back either. He was just like, hey man, like your vibe, peace out. I'm like, all right. He said, yeah, it is. When did your school year start? Terms end in 2 weeks? Jesus. Dude, what a greedy, greedy man. Instead of diming me and hitting it deliberately off target, he just went for the goal. Unbelievable, dude. Some of these teammates are unbelievable, chat. It's like they don't want me to be happy. Uncomfortable realization, chat, is that sometimes people even on your own team don't want to see you succeed. You would have passed if you were a better teammate. What? Eric, how dare you? I was a stellar teammate. Oh. Was not paying attention in my direction there. Why am I jumping so fast in these? This QB just keep throwing interceptions. Are you talking about in CFB, the video game? Hello, pizza. With dinner taco coins? Good for you, pizza. Somewhat concerning that even queuing 2s and 3s is taking me several minutes to find a game. Like, we're not even a higher MMR right now in 2s. Okay. Ooh, Skies? The goat? Not ideal. What? I didn't even hit that reset, and that guy still got that read. It's crazy. Thank you for leaving that. How do you have so much control in the car? It's almost like if you play the game a lot, you get better at controlling your car. I don't know why people ask that as if I'm pulling off some wizardry. The concepts of saving are foreign to Erich. Every time he gets a paycheck, he goes right to the casino. Or apparently buys tickets to fly to Washington for a football game. All right, Jet, we have to find that perfect balance of remembering that these players, while not necessarily good, are also not bad at the same time. Perfectly mid GC gameplay. Okay. Football game was a happy accident. Oh, were you just down there for work or something? Nice. Little chip around. You should have said hi to Dijon. He lives up there. For a friend D&D trip. Wait, you played D&D? I never knew this. The lore. How much for tickets as a non-student? Oh my pinch. I love D&D? I didn't know that. The lore. I know Vaudible's a huge D&D player as well. He's got like an ongoing campaign, I think, that's been going on for a fat minute. Takes like 10 bucks? Jesus, dude. College football really is just the best spectator sport. The fact that you can get into that game for 10 bucks as opposed to like a bunch of other sporting events where like bare minimum is like 50, 60, 70. Like, yeah, the quality of play isn't the same as like NFL, but no one goes to the college games because they're seeing all NFL talent. Personally, guys, I wouldn't watch that guy aerial while staring at the corner, but that's just me. Redemption teammate, let's go, well done. I don't know what that guy was doing. He literally looked right at me in the corner and was like, what if I threw it at him? You and tickets used to be 20 bucks or now it's 60 bucks for all? Boo. Well, first off, students should be free. I think that's usually a policy like universal on all campuses. Campi. Yeah, I got out of the way of that 50 because I was afraid that deflection was not going to be a pretty one. Our alumni get discounted tickets? I feel like current students should be free. Alumni get like a discount, like a 70, 80% or something like that. Because those are infinitely better fans to have at the games than some randoms that just live in the community, you know? God, you're old. Yeah, get him, get him, Mirage. Students are free, yes. I say also as an alum. You get a bonus for watch time pizza as well as there's like a little package deal that you get for continuously watching and interacting. Full price for everything? Boo. I think alumni should be able to pay a little bit. Wow, teammate, I don't like how you saw me following that and still decided he probably needs help. Like, we're good. No, teammate, stop jumping! You have 0 boost! You're useless in that position, just go to goal! Christ almighty, how many times do people do this in GC3? Like, the whole point of me jumping for that early is that he's gonna get a reset, but he's not gonna be able to touch it again, so you then get the rebound. But if you jump on 0 boosts at a ball that's 10 times higher than your jump could possibly be, it doesn't really help you now, does it? Ooh. I'd be on Twitch for the perks. Twitch does have some interesting perks. Man. Missed that mid boost, sad. Oh no. This might be the stupidest game I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm sorry. This is the worst game. Granted, I turned on that really psychotically, but I knew my teammate was also gonna do it and he was gonna be too late. Alumni discount would be fire though. That's how I would run it. I'd be like, listen, you went to this school too. You're gonna be hype. Because I think the #1 thing is you get as many students in the grounds as possible just to get the atmosphere going. And also so that your crowd looks like young. And then all alumni get like, okay, let's say 50% off. I think that's pretty fair. Because if you're an alumni, you're making enough money to pay for those tickets. But I think that'd be fair, 50% off tickets. And then everybody else in the community probably could just do, make it something else. I would add an addendum though. If you come in with UNT merch already on, you get a discount. That is something I always wanted stadiums to do. Because one thing I always hate is when you go to a stadium and there's just a bunch of people wearing like random other merch that doesn't at all correspond with the team playing there. Which, yeah, fine. Like, you know, the players who show up to like a Bills game and they're wearing like a Cardinals jersey because they're originally from Arizona. No. If you come into like an NFL stadium and you're wearing merch already of the team, you should get a discount. You should get like a quick little 15%. I always thought that'd be a cool incentive to not only get people to like kind of invest in merch and low key get like a lifetime discount, but also just make the stands look way more packed with people actually in your merch. Regarding discount, if you can prove you're an alumni first, you get 30% off and then 15% off later, potentially, yeah, it could be nice. It immediately becomes free if you become a legacy. If your kid goes to the school, then you immediately get 100% off because you not only generated a child as an alumni, but you put them through this college as well. I think that's fair. That is one regret I do have about, like I loved my college. It's a D3 school, small university. We were really good in hockey, but other than that, it was like, we weren't really like an absurdly good sports program, obviously not like a well-known massive university with tens of thousands of people. And while there are upsides to that and that the classes were smaller, I think the education, frankly, at least compared to University of Arizona when I went, much better. I don't have any major sports teams. Like I'm never gonna see SUNY Geneseo playing on national TV. I'm never gonna see University of Illinois Chicago, you know, playing on national television, you know? Like, I do kind of miss out on the fact that, yeah, I never went to a D1 school, so therefore I can't super get involved in any of that. The closest I get is rooting for Syracuse, but I didn't even go there. I didn't even live there. I lived 2.5 hours away. But it was just the closest actual D1 university outside of Buffalo, but who gives a crap about Buffalo? UIC is D1? I don't believe you. Are they? They're not that good then. I could have sworn they were like D2. Maybe. I mean, UIC has a big campus, but I didn't expect it to be D1. They're D1? I never knew that. The UIC Flames. Also, it's kind of hard for me to get hype about UIC because so much of my life there was like spent in heavy depression because of grad school. So it's, I don't really look back. I look back at my undergrad like, yeah. I look back at a lot of grad like, yeah. But, oh! Dude, he pre-jumped the wrong jump and still got the save on that. That's crazy. That's so crazy. You're gonna rob me like that. Oh, it's Ashes. All right, good pass. UNC just scored a touchdown. We getting this natty. Wait, isn't UNC playing like an actually like high-ranked team right now? Hey, FPP, remember me? Sure. It sounds kind of familiar. Playing TCU. Texas Christian University? Frogs? Horned frogs? Natty, he said. Gonna get close to the NC State. Any tips for the SAT? Study. Do a lot of vocab. If you can pay for a prep course, do that. I mean, I didn't, but I feel like nowadays you should. I don't know how schools actually prioritize the SAT anymore. I seem to remember some more schools were like not actually mandating you take the SAT anymore. Yeah, I was always a pretty good test taker, so I just, I never studied for the SAT. I never told my dad that. But I got a pretty good score anyway, so I was like, you know what, we're good, and then I one and done it. I think we got a 33 on my ACT, and like a 1470 something on my SAT, and I was like, you know what, that's good enough. I'm going to public school. Not need to worry about putting that up to 1600 or whatever. You're like 22 something in the 3-part. I don't think you even do the 3-part anymore. Probably because everyone's illiterate nowadays, if you're K through 12 in the United States. Noise? That's crazy we're playing this game out. I do be a large human. Howdy, Cap. Oh. Oh no, it's in. We're just gonna delay stuff more. You've been milked, Calf Raid. Thank you, Calf, for the raid. Sorry that Twitch hates everybody and does not ever talk about it. Do I detect tears rolling down your cheeks? Dude, the trash talk getting more creative anymore. That is how channel points worked, Pizza. You could do that. Better known as Bill Belichick University, because that's what people turn into. Apparently, there's like a bunch of really famous UNC grads at the stadium to see what Bill Belichick has done. See, the thing is like, I don't care how good of a coach you have. There's only so much talent you have on board. So like, has there been like an insane amount of signings to UNC ever since Belichick was announced? Does he really have the pull to attract players? I feel like even if there was a crazy famous coach, a lot of players would still be like, I'd still rather go to USC or whatever. Also, I'm not sure if you guys saw USC. Granted, they're playing like Montana State, but my God, dude, that team is jacked. They were looking the IRL version of Mechie. Oh, I tried to time the bump and I hit him, but it ghost touched me through it. That's sad. And then Armor J doesn't know how to flip. Unfortunate. Well, yeah, it's selling people on the fact that he's going to develop them, be ready for the league. I mean, that's a good angle, but that's like a multi-year thing. You can't announce it and then not have that come to fruition. It is very cool to think that Belichick, like 7 times Super Bowl. Actually, has he won even more? Did he won when he was? I think he won when he was an assistant. Was he like an 8-time Super Bowl winning coach technically? Okay. And 2 assistants to the Giants. That's what I thought. I was like, I know he was an assistant before. But either way, yeah, definitely a go. I was not paying attention to that guy falling after completely biffing the first read. Wow. That's a wild recovery by that guy. That guy missed on the first air interval, and then as he's landing from our teammate barring out the double tap, it hits his bumper and then goes forward. Wow. Close. Twitch, what's good? Oh, Buddy and Kinkado. Emerging out of the YouTube womb. Bruh. Armor J, there we go, that's what I'm looking for. Hey, Darcy. I tell you who's mod on a Twitch. The one with the gigantic green icon next to them is the mod. In fact, it's actually way more clear on Twitch who's a mod than on YouTube. Ah, I touched too hard on the first one. That was a good setup though. The guy dove in early like I wanted him to. All right, that's a bonk. Don't like that. All right, good job, Armor. There's just a green sword on Twitch. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. I don't know, dark blue wrench on YouTube just feels like not super clear to me. Like it doesn't stand out as much as I feel like a mod should. Whoa, bad read. All right, we need to warm up a lot more, chat. That was a horrible read on the sidewall from me. I don't know why I thought that was gonna be a lot more shallow. Ooh, had to lean into that one. Eh, that was a harsh angle I was going for. Hello? The timing on that could not have been worse. All right, interesting flick that did nothing. Oh! I saw the brief window there. It's fine, overtouched it. Nice save. Oh, we're not by 2? Never mind, we're not winning that one, unfortunately. Oh, not even an own goal. Man, not a good one. Taco will never mod Matt L. That's crazy. Is that a Legend SFP? No, it's not. It's definitely not. So apparently people are telling me Coconut, he does the horizontal YouTube stream and the vertical as well as the regular Twitch stream, and I'm kind of curious to see how much bandwidth that takes. Because I know part of the reason why it's so hard to multi-stream on TikTok as well is that TikTok mandates you not use a stream key. Instead, use like the TikTok Studio, which is apparently like a horribly coded buggy mess that takes up 1 trillion percentage of your freaking CPU. So it really just destroys your PC over time. Hello, Jackson Skull. Why do I have a diamond next to my name? Because you donated bits. Which is why I know you're not Legend, because Legend just broke sell. Like, are you dangerous? At times. That's rough 50. Who's Legend? We're not getting into it. Just a dude I banned a while back. Bang, bang! You can tell how old this account is? I think so. I think it's on the short display. GG's, Matt is back on YouTube. There we go. He's switching back and forth. True viewers use the YouTube and the Twitch simultaneously to talk to themselves. Use TikTok as well? I would never use TikTok. Nice. The vibe of the bipolar stream chatting. As Iris joins the YouTube, let's go. We're getting full conversion, chat. Okay, iced. Bang! Bang! That's not the cleanest finish, but we'll take it! Ugh. I've always loved the quality of Twitch. What's funny is that you guys say that, but the quality on YouTube is actually better in terms of actual video quality because they allow a much higher bitrate than Twitch. However, Twitch does get you a larger screen, so. Also, the UI on Twitch is just infinitely better. I had multiple people in my stream who'd been there for like 5 years, and I asked them if I went full-time on YouTube and not Twitch, would you still watch? And they just straight up said no. Like, I would not go to YouTube just because I don't like the UI. I'm like, damn. Oh. Ice, 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 ice. Nice. That's sad. My bad, I was trying to demo him. You believed in me. Seems like the opposite. YouTube is blurry. I don't know about that. The UI on YouTube is pretty atrocious comparatively, especially as a mod. Yeah, that's the thing, is like YouTube is miles ahead there. Which is funny because like Google has really good UI people. Obviously, every other app is pretty clean. But for some reason on Google side for YouTube, they're like, why improve that? YouTube doesn't make money. It's just like, what if I told you? Ooh, teammate, you gotta go. That's why you gotta go. Because if you crowd in the corner with me, we're both gonna have no read on it. I don't know why he's sitting there, buddy. Just get in the goal. It's fine. I got near post. I'm gonna get that corner boost. Talk about never Matt L on Twitch. Well, one of the key aspects of being a mod is actively being on the platform. My bad, I forgot he went to that corner. Oh, he didn't, never mind, he just had a trillion boost already saved up. Well, that was my bad then. Turns out Seb is pretty fast on that. Again, chat, the hardest part about playing 1600 is these players are simultaneously incredibly stupid and not fit to drop rate machinery while also being kind of mechanical from time to time. Like, I would not trust these people. I would not trust these people to walk my dog. But in terms of hitting a musty or nailing a redirect real quick, sure. That's actually insane that he got that touch off. I have no idea how he managed to get that rolling on the wall to deflect off the near side post. Okay. Literally got bumped into that. That should be wide open. The bounce shot, let's go! Oh! I'm a YouTube fiend, yes. All right, teammate cheated up, so I was trying to at least get a somewhat controllable touch. That's highly unfortunate. All right. Ah! Dude, that guy was so slow on the movement up. Oh, and I have an itch. I have an itch. I have an itch. I got the itch. Oh, I was gonna flip into that. Turns out iced is fast AF. Double. Teammate. I don't know what he's doing there, but I don't think he read what I was going for. He didn't smell what the rock was cooking. Whoop. Teammate. He was hunting for 100 boosts the whole time. On fort. Nope. God damn, that was not hard. The guy effed up that first touch so bad, he faked it, and then I hit it right into him. God dang it. I didn't even have to touch that. Oh, sad. I should have caught that and dribbled it up. I was just scared he was letting it land like on it, so I'm like, I need to jump a little bit into that. Man, I screwed myself over. I should have just gotten a soft touch on that first aerial that was coming in the middle, because I want to hit off the sidewall and double it, but then it hit just enough on the lip to bounce up, and I'm like, uh-oh. Not sure if he has still the stream delay. I'm pretty good. If I'm not reading your chat, guys, it's not because there's a stream delay. It's because I hate you and I don't want to read your chats. And then sparing that, it's because I locked in on a game. You guys are so entitled. I read chat pretty well, I would say, compared to most streamers. And people act like if I don't read their chat for like 20 seconds in a very close game, they're like, why does Taco hate his stream? Not chat, just stream feed. Oh, the stream, like that thing? Like the actual like display of the chat? Yeah, it's delayed. Can you go to school for me, twin? What? Bro, I'm graduated. I got my master's degree. I'm never going to school again. How many hours do you have in Rocket League? We're slowly approaching 14,000 total. Bonk. I like how people still get angry about getting demoed. They're like, dude, this is so pathetic. Oh my God. It's like, dude, it's just part of the game. Like, calm down. People act like it's some like cheap tactic. It's like, buddy, if you weren't standing still the entire time you were playing, maybe you wouldn't get demoed as much. Like maybe if you actually rotated into interesting positions and were moving around, this wouldn't be such a problem. All right. Hey, Osser, if you ever ask me tangentially or through a fake or real brother if I can play with anybody you know or yourself, the answer is always no. And I think you already know that because you've been in stream when I've told people repeatedly that. So if you ever ask that again, I'm perma-banning your account. Because I don't mind if people, you know, break a rule if they're not aware of it or something, but you should be aware of it by now. You've been in stream for a couple days now. You've heard me literally tell people not to, I don't play with anybody if I don't know them. Nice. Taco definitely prefers YouTube over Twitch. I mean, YouTube has more chats. People are always like, you missed that Twitch chat. You clearly don't read Twitch. And it's just like, well, there's like 30 Twitch, there's like 30 YouTube messages per every one Twitch. Twitch is like a heavy community of lurkers, I will say. Like hilariously, the Twitch viewership is actually like, I think the same or higher than YouTube at sometimes, but it has way less chat rate. Ah, good shot. How do you train? I play the game a lot and do a lot of concentrating. My bad, by the way, I'm on new controller settings. My teammate is trying out new controller settings in a ranked match. Brave, bold even. Would you queue with me? No. Tiz is a nobody. Yeah, I was like, let's just save that flip. That was a bad setup. How you doing, Tiz? My bad, really thought that guy would do more with that. I guess I'm a random. Nah, I know you, Tiz. No, the rules, if I don't know you, I'm not gonna play with you. I just hate it when people come into chat and be like, Taco, play with me! I'm like, well, first off, I don't know your rank. Second of all, even if I did know your rank, I don't wanna play with you because how many times have you, gotten to a queue with some guy who is technically your rank and then you start playing with them and you're like, this guy is atrocious. So like even if this guy is like an SSL or GC3 or something, I'm not gonna play with him if I don't know how he plays. Yeah, Tiz followed me the other day. He's a Syracuse player. He plays in collegiate. He's a high rank player. He is someone I am familiar with. Like, guys, it's not just like how long you've been following that determines if I play with you or not. It's the rank and how well I know your playstyle. You know, like I'm not just gonna queue up with, even if I know someone for 6 years, which we have some people who are subbed for that long on Twitch. I'm still not. I would never play with some of those people just because they're much lower ranked than me. Legit yesterday. Yep. That's fine. Why actually halfway through stopped wanting to hit that double because my teammate went for a demo and I'm like, buddy, I have such a hard angle. It's not the biggest obstacle between me scoring that or not is not necessarily if the goal is open. Honestly, I was just gonna let that one go, but I think that was gonna be post out anyway, so I was trying to like maybe get a little bit more. Oh, that's a shame. Orange team, the GC2 peaks are telling me nice shot. Pain. Oh. No! Horrible touch, dude. Wait. Shooting it down, bold strategy at 0 seconds. Used to my go-to scrim partners when I was in CRL. Yep, good people. What's your peak? Like 2077 in threes. And then in twos, I think I got to 1850 one season. I was like, I'm good. And then I stopped playing. Right now, the hardest part about me learning twos is, one, learning twos again, but then also learning how to play around players who I'm not sure if they've ever actively played a twos game without an SSL teammate on an alt. Like, there's a lot of players in this rank that just don't know how to move, and it makes my decisions really bad, I find. It's the same thing as like playing in 1700 threes. Like I try to play naturally and instinctively and it doesn't work. And then I start playing stupider and it works because I literally can't assume that anyone is gonna touch the ball in like a way that makes sense to me. So otherwise you just gotta focus on playing solidly. Oh. Oh my God, he stole that. That's crazy. Hey, Smokey, I would jump for that if that was you. Hey. Sure. I don't like that. Yeah, sure. Nice. Yeah, I'm a twos player for most of my time playing or threes player for most of my time playing Rocket League. So learning how to play twos is getting my ground game a little bit better, but also just programming my brain for twos. Because I noticed when I play a lot of threes, I'll rotate very wide. I'll also take like certain angles or steal certain boosts that in a twos game don't really make sense, and I kind of screw over my teammate because my brain is like in the program of like, all right, well, the first guy got it, second guy doesn't have it, and third guy's getting back. Wait, there's no third guy, and then suddenly my brain is like, why did you do that? Ah! Close one. I would prefer to back pass there by teammate, but it's all right. I don't mind it. Can't go over walls. Oh yeah, that's the thing that I'm trying to learn about a bit more. Is sometimes it's like I'm pretty good at twos when we're like actually playing, and I can outspeed most players still, even if I don't necessarily play the game mode as much. But it is like funny to watch how often I'll be in a situation and I'm like, I know I only went for that or approached that in this way because I was so used to the threes approach. Also, twos players just attack stuff like maniacs. It's so funny how often I'm like, well, no one's gonna go for this because that'd be so foolish of them to go for this aerial, and then they go for it, and I'm like, oh. Sometimes they just throw everything. People just go. That's like the strategy in twos. That if you just play the beat, it gets a lot easier, but it's so funny to watch like the number of players who just, their strategy is like, if the ball is anywhere within my line of vision, I might just go for it. And it's just like, well, not a bad strategy necessarily, but. Oh, I thought Dolphin got bumped out of the goal. NGL. Not bad. That wasn't a flip. Oh, well, sure. Sometimes I score, I ain't even happy I scored because I challenge his opponents. No, 100% is like when you score, like some goals you just got to throw over, you're like, sure. And twos is very fun because it gives you a lot more space to experiment and like go for plays or whatever. But at the same time, it just feels so RNG. I also 100% agree that like I thought it was just threes due to the lack of cues that has gotten much worse. But I totally agree with AJ's tweet where he was like, he's like 2200 is basically the same as 2000 now, and if you are 2000 MMR, you are basically playing an 1800. And I'm like, what does he mean by that? And after a couple months of being a threes main and watching how bad threes queues have gotten, that's kind of how I feel. It wasn't until I got to literally SSL where my games got to the point where I felt like I was playing good players. Why are we on the other half? I bought you like 9 minutes to rotate up. Grant on that last play, I was kind of ball chasing, but still, I don't know why we're beyond our midfield. I should have just challenged. Smokey, I'm gonna ask you to stop flicking the ball directly up and then just leaving it. You have so much boost. I didn't expect you to just stop going. God dang it, dude. I need to stop just waiting for my team to do something. I'm just gonna start diving in on stuff. We're playing this other team that is incredibly slow, so should probably take advantage of that. Oh, wow, he got a good flick on that. Anyway, GG. When my teammates don't go for kickoffs when they're supposed to and fake it like it's ones. Yeah, honestly, the one thing that I thought was really funny was there was this guy who, he said, he spammed, I got it. Like three times. He's like, I got it, I got it, I got it. And then he went for kickoff and took it normally. And I was like, but you were always gonna get the ball. why are you spamming I got it? Like, doesn't that mean you're gonna fake it? I don't even know if he forgot or if he was just like, I gotta fake it, and then moved on. It was just really funny. And then afterwards he went, wow. And I was like, what was I supposed to get out of this? It's literally like me in this kickoff saying, I got it. And then going and then taking a normal ass kickoff. He didn't slow it down. He didn't try to lose it to the back left. He literally just said, I got it 3 times. He went for it normally and then yelled at me for not predicting that he was gonna do a normal kick. Like, I don't even know what my role in that would have been. Yellow. Oh, good bump. In a world where you lob it forward to nobody. In a world where, oh. Woo! That guy did not fear death whatsoever. He did not dodge. He literally just took that demo on the face. Not even jumped. I literally jumped over him on that demo attempt. That was super funny. Oh my God. Insane. Your 50s, turn them to 60s, and then turn those 60s into 70s. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, when people lie about their age, I don't know, Pizza, but let's not even bring up age. How about that? Got like a dust on one of my nose hairs. It's itching. If they know what we're doing, I'm cool with not doing kickoff. I'll let the teammates go back to the corner without saying anything. Do it in 2200 still. Well, what's funny is that like typically recovery in 2200 is like still fast enough that you can go all the way back and get back up. But I find it so funny where I'm like rotating up, taking 50s, taking all this stuff, and then I look for. Granted, this is also 1700, 1600, but like I'll like take a 50, I'll knock it around, I'll demo a guy, I'll steal some boost, and then I will lob it eventually in the middle after taking a 50 or whatever. And then I look behind me and my teammate is like in our own back corner still. I'm like, how did you not move up 1 pixel that entire time? Like, why are you just assuming that I'm wasting my time and you're just gonna go all the way back to goal? Like, what? Like, how, am I supposed to 2v1? Are you full-time goalie? This is literally GC3? Like, hello? Every once in a while, I like to pre-jump stuff like that when I can tell they're gonna take it slow. Oh. Sure. Like right there, I want to pass, but it's like I know he's trying to play it more conservative, and I'm like, I wish you could understand like the area we're in right there, you know? Like that's a situation that could very much be a goal if you just rush. Like again, I'm not saying these are objective decisions that are like would get us a goal or not, but there's a lot of awkward moments in a lot of these types of games that where it's like if teammate just had a little bit more forward thinking on that, probably be a goal. Interesting. Sorry, teammate, I would have left you that boost, but there is none. Speaking of helping your teammate, AK Wings, literally saw this guy getting chased. He's like, la, 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 la. I turned expecting to have to pass or get a quick flick, and there was just nobody on that hemisphere. Oh, no chow. Okay, bold move. And not a good touch. That's okay. Oh. Hold on, no, I'll read your chat in a bit, sec. Team is beating the first man 1v1. No! Dude, that's crazy. That guy went for a demo, but the other guy doubled with it. I thought he would back up a little bit. They've been playing like really spaced out the whole time. Then put a pass in the middle and it's just on your own half. Well, I mean, if you're beating a guy in a 1v1 and then you put it off the backboard, in 2v2, it's kind of dangerous to put it off the backboard because you're trusting your teammate to nail that, especially if you're sending all your boost to do the solo play and then get it off the backboard. It kind of relies on your teammate to actually nail that shot, and oftentimes it's going to be really hard for them to do that. So I don't like passing off the backboard because unless you're playing at a really high level and it's like a very clear, you are going to get that before everyone else, it's kind of like, I don't know. Good shot. Thanks. I trusted I've learned in this rank, these players are like fairly competent, but also like they're not fast. So I'm like, every once in a while when I know I have a read, I need to go. Because there's so many times I'll be like, let's take my time with this. And then I get dusted on a ball I 100% shouldn't be. Because I'm thinking, they're not gonna chow that. Want to play? Raindrop car, I do not play with anybody I do not know. But I do understand what you mean, Noah. Like, it is frustrating to see, like, an opportunity come up like that, where you're trying to, you know, set up a shot or set up a play, and your teammate is just, like, absolutely nowhere remotely close. Granted, I kind of like that better than, like, sometimes I'll, like, lob it off the backboard just to buy some time, and my teammate who lagged out. If I get an abandon for this, that wasn't even my internet. I looked at my my OBS. That's how I kept looking down here. 0 drop frames. That was just the server exploded. Sick DDoS. I had to go up and read Tiz's comment again. Yes, like I pass him and my teammate is shaking ass in our quarter. It's so annoying. Every time I see someone miss an open or throw, I remind myself that I used to dream of being in this rank. Yes. It's very strange to watch how the skill has developed and kind of plateaued for a lot of players. Tarako, the knockoff Taroko. Hello, Raindrop car. Wanna play? Hey, you already asked that, and I told you no. I do not play with anybody I do not know. And I'm gonna ask you to stop asking after this, because it's technically the third time that I've... Because after that, it's gonna be the third time I ask you that. To stop. I'm gonna go at 8 if that's okay with you. Pizza, I mean this in the most non-confidential way. I do not care if you have to go. Like, you have a life. I appreciate you coming to the stream, but this isn't homeroom. You don't have to check in and be like, hey, can I go to the bathroom? Hey, is it okay if I go to my friend's house? Buddy, like, this is just a stream. If you leave, that is perfectly fine. Go live your life. Oh. Imagine. Oh. Awesome. Hi, Angie. All right, chat, we're going to go for it. Dang it, that was a horrible setup halfway through my jump. I was like, wait, I'm not getting that. What boost are you using? Black standard. Shoot it near post over his head. Hardest shot to save. We're talking to everyone. See you again. You can never leave. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. No, just kidding. As if I would ever go to a hotel in California, I say the week of me traveling to California to stay in a hotel. Also, meeting Tiago in person made me realize he wasn't a kiddo. By being a human golden retriever, he is. Wait, when did he come to LA and when do you guys see? I didn't know that. Hi, Chase. What rank are you? This is GC2. We're typically GC3 or SSL in most game modes. Trying to get back up in 2s. Turns out solo queue in 2s is what they call a mistake in the business. Passed by with a sis before they went to Joshua Tree? Aw. That's very sweet. I've never met a sister. Back post? Yeah. I could have scored that, but I was also scared of getting dunked because I was going really hard on that one for no reason. But yeah, Thiago very much is that. But I'm glad you guys finally met in person. It's crazy that you've known each other for that long. Especially all that sexual tension in that Venmo transaction log. If I ever hit champ, I feel like I won the whole game, honestly. Stop glazing. I don't even think Matt said anything that even glazes in that one. Hi, Caitlin Reed. Do you know who T. Corell is? Yeah, he's my boy. I know Mr. Corell, head of the Coral Reef. That's what he calls his sub base. No, I forgot about that. Bro, I was crying when he was sending me that stuff. I'm surprised Venmo didn't shut down your account. Tips: get GC when you're in champ. Play smarter, and also make sure you're playing off the wall and keep the ball close. When you're hitting the ball, think about what you're actually trying to do with it rather than just hit it. If you're just like, well, what do you mean, what am I doing with it? I'm trying to score, I'm trying to do blah, blah, blah. No, like have like a deeper plan in mind than just that. That just in. Blazer. Taco's so hot and the best Rocket League player ever. Whoa, dude. What an accurate statement. Just wait until I put on my glasses, chat. You won't be able to handle this look. Oh. Oh. Gross. Jesus, we're only 1654. Oh my god, that's such a terrible rank. Taco the Chad. Hey, Lucas Lawler. Rainbow Taco Supremacy. It is quite the thing. You got 18 MMR for that? I left last game early, so they Bacchus adds together 2 games. It's the same as when you win and lose a game. Like a lose 2 MMR or something. Why are you not on the backboard, buddy? Ah! I doubted my read on that, so I was like, let's flip away. Play the 50, and then he didn't touch it. Oh. Oh. Okay, Chad, I promise I'm not trying to miss these boosts. Oh, I was looking at the other guy. I didn't expect the other teammate to turn on that. Nice, what a stupid assist. If it looks stupid and works, it ain't stupid. I'll be back later if I have time. Well, best of luck with whatever your evening has in store. Yeah, I had that coming. Definitely should not have chased that. I knew exactly how that was going to end as soon as I jumped, and I'm like, well, actually... He said no pre-jump. Not really a shot I had, but I wanted to slow it down a little bit. Nice. Nice double. Close one. They're gonna panic on that. Yes, they do. Oh, good recovery. I didn't think he'd stay that close to it. Ah, and I shouldn't have gone for that steal. Whatever. I'm not gonna lie, that guy had such a panic clear, and he stayed with it really well. What did he do here? It's not gonna show me. Oh, well. Well, and they make Rocket League too? They're not. They're just gonna make Rocket League and UE5, port it into it as a thin client into the Fortnite boot up, and go from there. Oh, hit him slightly too late. I kind of wish you just shot that. Oh, good pass. Wow. Man. I want to see what Dion is doing here. He backflipped on that. That's crazy. Well, I hate everything about that theory. Nah, it's whatever. Ah, almost had that pre-jump. Tight, keep it, chat. Huh? Should make penalties in Rocket League? That would be the worst decision ever. Every time you demo someone or hit them a little too hard, play just stops, free kick. I think that'd be like a goofy like side mode or something. It'd be fun to have set pieces beyond kickoffs. That's crazy. Critically, you're gonna have to come into chat later and tell me if you actually meant to miss that. That was a genius fake, if so. No pre-jump on that? Interesting. Yeah. How do you stay focused? You play the game. Glasses indoors? What do you mean, dude? This is just what you wear. They can pry my Steam RL for my cold dead hands. You are gonna be dead. The epic soldiers and inquisitors are gonna come into your house, forcibly removes Rocket League from your Steam library. Oh no. Yeah, I'm playing in front of a campfire. I don't know what you guys are talking about. That's why you can see the front of my face so well lit up. It's a fire. I'm kidnapping your PC? Nah, I'm good. Do you think RL is a dead game? No, everyone who thinks it's a dead game doesn't know what games are because frankly, you guys are stupid children. Everyone who's looking at this game be like, this game is dead. Actually, no, it's not. Player count, it's doing fine. It's shrinking a little bit, but that doesn't mean it's dead. You know what a dead game is? Among Us. Because there's no content being made on that game. Player count shrinks because it's not a repeatable game after a while. It's a fad, just like so many other games that people like to play at times and it goes away. But any live service game, especially one of the competitive ecosystem in an ongoing esports system and the most popular collegiate esport in the entire freaking world, you know, it's not just gonna be dead, you know? Also, World's about to come in, UE5 is gonna come out, and it's gonna get a player-based insertion anyway. I think everyone looks at like, oh, Rocket League had 1 million players on free-to-play launch, and now it doesn't. Dead? No, that's not how games work. If every game was always at their all-time peak, then the term all-time peak wouldn't make any sense for judging player count. Are you playing with people? No. Like, the game is definitely stale, but there's plenty of other creators and other scenes that are pretty pissed off about the development of their game. Oh. I would say stagnant is closer, but that's far from being a dead game. I think people interpret a dead game as just like any game that isn't constantly viral and going crazy with content. It's like, well, yeah, I guess that's true, but that doesn't mean that people don't watch Rocket League. People don't have, you know, streamers like Jamaican Coconut and Mizu and Musty and all them pulling those numbers if it's a dead game. You know what a dead game does? Not have streamers who play that game at all. Or if they do, it's like 20 people playing it. My teammate, I'm not entirely sure if he's real. We got to be careful here. Why are you? That's crazy. People who say Rocket League is a game don't actually know what the definition of a big game is. Oh, I think it meant anyone who calls a Rocket League a game is insane. I'm like, well, I mean, it is a video game. Rocket League is a board game I invented in my mind. Rocket League, the board game. Rocket League, the turn-based RPG. That's the next one. I already said I actually would love Rocket League if it was rogue-based or something, or a roguelike, where like every game you won in a certain mode, you got like a random item you could equip to your card that gives you like a buff and a nerf. So like you win a game and you get like the sunglasses topper, and you get like plus 3% top speed and then -2, like -5 or -10% turn radius or something like that, or like +5 turn radius. And I'm like, I think that'd be like interesting to just goof around with. I feel like a game like that, if it got popular enough, would absolutely just destroy your mechanics and your expectations of how to play the game. It would ruin your muscle memory, but I feel like it'd be goofy. I like RPG elements in games that don't have them. Always a fun time. Hit that a little too hard for no reason. Single jumping that because I didn't have the initial read. Noise. Look fresh to the shades. Thank you, friend. Looking even fresher when I clip on these guys. Boop. Boop. So fresh! That was a pretty bad one, but I also knew I had infinite time because Knight was not facing me, so I'm like, we're just gonna take this one nice and easy. Yes, flick, flick, flick. Nice, teammate. All right, he dove in on that one. I'm just gonna ignore this ball. All right, Knight was really waiting for that one. I was playing his 50, but that works too. Bang! The glasses give Orin a buff by 5%. Yes, they do. Hungry, hungry hippos, but Rocket League. Ooh, that's a crossover I could see, buddy. Why are we shooting it into a goal when we could be shooting it into a giant hippopotamus's mouth? Yeah, and why 2 goals when there could be 4 hippopotami? Oh my god, Zentari, titanium white. The Dodge Charger, except it's not a Dodge Charger? Hold on, guys, I have to get a quick hydration check. Well, it's funny because like people talk about dead games, and I remember when people used to talk about like Fortnite, because it's like, oh, when they brought in the freaking, I don't know, some like random new mode, they had a bunch of viewers, but now they don't. And I'm like, bro, have you seen how many people play Fortnite day to day? Compare that to like any other game in the world, and you'll see it's not a dead game. Like, calm down. I think a dead game is a game that is very clearly dying the whole time. Like, if your player count is going down demonstrably, like month after month, that's one thing. The reason I say it's stagnant is because I feel like Rocket League still has plenty of players, but it's hitting a floor. Like, there's still a decent amount of players that many developers would love to see on their game. And yeah, I mean, it's not an impressive number, but it's definitely not like oh, globally there's 10,000 people playing, you know? Like, then it's like, oh damn, like no one plays this game anymore. The music is insane. That's what happens when you play some Monster Cat from time to time. Okay, I was like, you're probably gonna catch that, so I'm just gonna go for the demo. Sorry, teammate. Could have helped you out there. Damn, dude. I thought we wanted to go to goal. I was gonna go for the double on the near side. Figured that'd be harder to read. Nice. Just trying to play the 50. Kind of expected teammate to not turn around on that one. I probably could have helped him on that one, but I was just like, I didn't expect him to fall off. And then right here, don't go for the in and out on 0 boost. Just stay still. You're fine. You're good. Talking about a movie? With what? Hey, so easy. It's going all right. Hello? Oh. That's support. So those are situations where unless you are beating them directly to the ball, I would not recommend going for it. And if you are, go for the 50. And if you are not going for the 50, don't go. Because that's exact situation happens. I'm air dribbling, you can tell I have 0 boost, teammate, and then you go anyway. And then when I don't get the ball, because I'm landing with 0 boost, you go for the ball. And then when you don't win the 50, then suddenly it's all the way down into our net. So it's like, you're playing, there's no risk-reward judgment there, teammate. Wow, I could have beaten him to that, but I didn't expect him to turn. Still open? Hmm. All right, he's gonna land weirdly on that. Interesting. Bad touch. Okay. Oh, see, I wouldn't clear it there, but that's just me. Turn. Oh, Diogo, this is the guy I lost with the other game too, so I don't want to lose this guy. You can see he's down 16-7. This is fine. Okay. Okay. Gonna see you play Brawl Stars. Do you guys know Ready, Set, Go? Okay, ready? The Brawl Stars commentator? He was my neighbor. He's actually the one that recommended where I live. So it's kind of fun. We lived a couple floors away. Met him in San Diego at an event. They complimented his jacket because he had a fit for Brawl Stars Major. And I was like, yo, where'd you get that? Got me locked in on Express, which is where I go to for all my fits for any LAN I work. Try to pinch that. Baking cookies with the missus and trying to explain Rocket League to her via your stream. It's like soccer, except you hit it with the cars, and also there's boost to make your car fly, and that's all. How the physics work? Shh. What kind of cookies? Rocket League is truly the best esport, though, because that's the memory I will always remember about Rocket League and why I believe in it so much as an esport, is because there's so many lands that you go to where, like, parents are very clearly there with their kid, and the kids are trying to, like, be into it, and the parents are kind of just there, like, okay, yeah, whatever. But every time I talk to parents, they're like, this is so fun! Like, I'm having a blast! And I always ask them, like, oh, what team do you like? They're like, I like the colors of, blah, blah, blah. I like the players on da-da-da. I like the da-da, whatever. And because I ask them, like, how you enjoy it? And they're like, well, I like it because I actually know what's going on at all times. Like, yeah, sometimes a flip reset happens, and I'm like, what is that? Or at least they just try to describe what a flip reset is. Like, they don't know the terminology or the mechanics, but they don't really need to, you know? And it's just really nice that you can bring literally anybody to a LAN, and basically within like a minute or a couple of minutes, they'll be like, oh, okay, I get the general idea. Oh, they are not caring at all in this overtime. I actually just lost the 50 to the worst player on the field. Oh, God, that's bad. I didn't even think that angle was that bad. I'm surprised I lost it that completely. I didn't even flip out of the way. So that's actually hockey. I would say it is much more similar to hockey movement. Peanut butter and chocolate chunk. Hey, Claude. In League or TFT, sometimes you have someone who's going to win well before the end. I also kind of understand that. I think that's actually an issue with a lot, some decent amount of sports and esports, is like sometimes there are just blowouts, and that's just going to happen. In Rocket League, that often really doesn't happen. And I would say, even though it's not impossible for comebacks to happen, it's like a 3-0 comeback is actually kind of doable for a team in a game, because goals just can happen if you work a pass well enough. The fact that kickoffs themselves are so calculated to the point where you can actually get a scoring opportunity if you pull it off right is wild. Like, I don't know if you guys remember the complexity win in, or not the complexity win, but the in South America, there was like a last second kickoff where they basically invented their own custom kickoff to get a last second goal to tie things up, and then eventually they went on to win. Like, so fun. I'd say the only thing that's a little weird is explaining what flip resets are. But I don't think you look at anything that's going on in Rocket League and be like, I'm so lost. Okay. Ah. Nope. I'm gonna leave that for my teammate. I don't know why, but seeing Jakey and then two names that have similar letters just reminds me of the Nakey Jakey ads, his sponsored segments. The It's Jakey, Jakey and Jakey, attorneys at law. Oh, we actually pulled it off. I had zero faith. Well, I'm glad you had good rapport. Oh, okay. The other thing I noticed that Worlds and Dallas teams were interacting with the community after they were eliminated. I noticed that other sports were really cool to see. Yeah, I think that's one thing orgs do really well is they understand like we need to get in front of fans and get them engaged with like the people. So they do like meet and greets and people will stay for the entire line. When I was in London OG, we were already eliminated and obviously we weren't like the most popular org because people don't know OG from Rocket League. But there was a huge line and the guys were like staying with them. They were signing stuff. At Worlds, we had a humongous freaking meet and greet line. And they're talking about like how much like, oh, Nola, you're my like first favorite player, blah, 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 and showing him like signed stuff that he signed at previous lands. And he was chatting with him a bit more and being like, oh my God, what's your, it's like, that's crazy. It's like, oh, you made my car. He sort of a picture on his phone of like a preset he made based off Noli's when he was on Carmine Core or whatever. And I'm just like, this is really sweet. And it's like, yeah, at that point, like OG was eliminated, but the fact that we're still doing that was just very, very cool. That is the one thing about the esports that I think a lot of people compliment Rocket League on is like, it does feel like the community is pretty solid. I recommend therapy, Taco. Look at this man. He's gone to 3 sessions and he's already said I do it. Also, I literally studied in psychiatry for years, buddy. You don't have to be like, hey, have you heard of this therapy thing? I think that would have worked out better if Ches went off the wall. That's crazy. Unfortunately, playing full comms, full party again. Blah, blah, blah. Wow, Martin, I cannot express to you how much I hate everything you just did right there. Not the worst thing in the world, ultimately, but... Hello, CC and Hades. Hold on. Can you explain or how to give me a tip to play off the wall? You jump, lean back, and you adjust your flight. Man, good pinch. It's literally all these guys do. They jump, land on the ball, pinch it along the wall. Nice flick, get a 50. Oh, okay, that works. Close them. Because everyone else is able to, and it's making me stay in silver. That is definitely not what's making you in silver. You are just playing against Smurfs. Just keep working on your aerial. You do not need to know how... If you are authentically silver, you do not need to know how to play off the wall. Maybe backboard defense, but you don't need to like know how to air dribble or whatever. Probably gonna hit that in the ceiling. I wanted to see if I can get above that a little bit. Interesting. Ches? No, that was on target too. Triple commit. Final seconds. Pass middle. Martin! No, buddy! Martin, I swear to God, dude. We had infinite time and he just misses. I can block aerial and stuff. Honestly, it is wall play, but the thing is, if you're silver, you're not gonna be able to fathom how to play off the wall. So like, I wouldn't worry about it. Just keep focused on your own stuff. And eventually you'll get enough games where it's not Smurfs. You're a therapist? No, but I was a psych major in undergrad. I worked in psychiatry for 2.5 years before grad school, and then I went to PhD program. So you don't have to tell me about therapy. You know, I've been to therapy. I have, you know, given psych assessments to people. Like, you don't have to sell me on what therapy is. All right, let's hope next game we get someone who can finish our 0 seconds. How do you do multiple jumps in the air like you just did? CC and Hades, do you understand why this is a problem? You're saying multiple jumps? What do you mean? As in a flip reset? Don't bother about that. Literally, you don't need to focus on anything other than learning how to aerial. Maybe a power shot. Ah, yes, rank A Dribs. Love playing him while I have teammates who are struggle busing. Nice. Well, yeah, because you're playing Smurfs, buddy. That's why I'm saying, like, if you're playing Smurf every game, then you're probably just cursed by Rocket League, but I guarantee you're not. So there's enough games in which you're playing actual silvers. That's why I'm like, you just need to work on aerials. Okay. Yeah, but the solution is not, let me learn how to do what they can do. That doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, obviously that's the solution. Oh, losing against players that are better than you? Well, just learn how to play like a GC. Oh, okay, well, in that case, you know, like, like that's not how it works. Martin, nice touch. Oh my God, the GOAT, nice. Hey, Ronnie. Not a bad strategy, Anush. Nice, Martin. Okay, we're playing a lot cleaner this game, which is nice. Although I'm like, Ches might be dead. Nice. I predicted he would double it, but I'm like, he's not scoring that. I'm just gonna go across the middle and see what happens. Try to see a doctor? Probably Franken. What do you mean bad strat? I said not a bad strat, buddy. Open your ears. I might have mumbled it, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. Because I am a mumbly man. All right, we'll get back. Halfway through that, I was like, I'm not gonna go for the hard read on that. Oh, that dribs might go down to the goal, so I was like, let's just play the double. You mumbled? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. The double demo is crazy. And then Martin just takes it right to the middle. That's funny. Wow. Danger Mumblo. Hey, Tucker. All right, we got Armamar back. Hello, ABS. People on my stream really call me cocky because I'm accurately defining what rank is. People are like, hey, Taka, why don't you want to play with me? I'm like, because I'm a GC3 and 99.99% of all ranks are lower. And since most people are not that, and that's the whole point of a percentile, I don't want to play with someone who's has a 99.99% chance of being a lower rank than me. And people are like, wow, that's so cocky of you. I'm like, buddy, that's just the statistics of it. Like, what do you mean? Hi, Flo. Oh, it's Vantage. You gotta make up for the other day. Martin, oh, he's cooking. He's cooking. Love it when people look for pass. Right now, I'm 1 game off 2K. Oh, dang. You can make it, don't worry. Talking 2s or 3s? We're gonna play off the wall. I'm gonna try to hit some power shots in the goals more often. I mean, that's a solid plan. Score more, hit the ball better. Martin, you had him beat so easy on that. What happened here? I don't think he was paying attention. I think he was looking at the guy driving across and he just kind of like zoned out. Advantage always play bad on my team? Nah, Advantage is solid. It's literally just we have to play a decent third. If we don't, then it gets weird because I think Advantage and I are in the same position where like we have played higher ranks before, but you kind of assume players will be in certain positions and they're not. I also think there was some times where I played Advantage and he's very clearly rage queuing, which I get. No! Wow, he did not hit it that far past me, I don't think. I'm legitimately, I drove so far ahead of that. I thought that was so clearly to the corner, and I guess I just wasn't. Okay, well, my bad. Also, I was not paying attention to the other guy cheating up who was going to the ceiling on an aerial, question mark, as the lead blocker. Well, cringe goal. Gotta slow down because Boston Hora whiffed that so hard. So I was like, wait, hold on, am I getting that? Kind of like fake out there. I can't believe I don't touch that even a little bit. He's just full of ups and downs, dude. It's so hard where I can play in an SSL lobby and be fine, but playing in high 1700s or something, it instantly becomes like impossible. Playing in 1800 and beyond is so easy, which is why I'm so pissed that I fell out of it, because now I'm stuck with this garbage mess. It also doesn't help that literally every single team you play against is a full party of SSLs. Holy crap. Anyway, GG's. I'd say narky taco, so I don't know if that's the word you meant to use, Elliot. Oh, no, I missed. Man, if only we could forfeit. Okay, advantage abandoned. Okay. Was on my brother's ult at 1720 and Deadass can't win because the teammate's not wanting to go for the ball. Oh, no, 100%. It's bad. Like, that's why it's like we're actually, I'm full on, I'm no longer like, yeah, maybe it's something we could experiment with. We should do a hard reset. Like, I am shocked at how many boosted accounts there are at certain ranks. And I only say that because, like, I'm watching these players take off for the ball and they don't know how to fast aerial. They also struggle to know when to actually challenge a ball. Like, it's GC3 and they're just staring at a dude walk down the field. They have like 60 boost and they're like, need boost, need boost, need boost. I'm like, buddy, what are we doing here? Like, how is this the second highest rank in the game and you're struggling to do stuff that a champ learns? That's insane. I didn't trust my skill on that one. Probably could have got a reset off the ceiling. My uncle died? Dang. Well, sorry to hear that. Nah. Nice, 2001. Well done. There's a guy in rank B, his account was diamond for so long, and suddenly he's SSL and he can't aerial. Yeah, F that, dude. That's why it just, like, if you look at an account and it's like, he's like, goes up from, because I understand if maybe he like rapidly ascended in like over the course of a year. I could see someone going from like diamond to like maybe high GC3 in like a year of just actual really hardcore training, learning how to be a bit more mechy or something. But that's also like 1,000, 2,000 hours of effort that's like really concentrated. There's literally no way a dude with like 600 hours ever is pulling into SSL, you know? If I had to, dude, if I had to play a 6-man's game with that guy, I would actually screw him. Should I be able to fast arrow? No, you're silver. Not a great 50 by me, but oof. It's people buying accounts. Well, that's the thing. It's just like, it's even worse among those, like, there was a period in which there was so many people DDoSing or win trading that there was like those games where I'd tune into a stream of like Flitz or something and he's in a full SSL lobby with like, it's like him, Kofer, and like Chronic. And then the fourth is literally a guy who cannot aerial. Like, he is a full-on diamond. And he goes, sorry guys, this is just really hard for me to play in. And it's like, buddy, what's the point of this? Like, it doesn't even seem like he's trying to troll. He's just like an idiot. Oh, hello. Nice save. Luckily, it's a goal. No, we missed the bump, dude. That would have been perfect. Oh, we're winning still. I'm going to be dead ass, chat. I did not realize we were winning on this. Yeah, playing the 50 on that just because I know I'm not going to be able to truly win that. That should be Martin's. That's fine. We're gonna just leave that because he's gonna touch that real light. Yep. Oh my God, dude. I need to learn how to arrow if the ball's behind me. That's literally all stuff you can do custom training. CC, I feel like a lot of the questions you come in here with saying, like, how do I do that? Oh, Chosen One just bailed on that? That's crazy. He still had that read. I don't know why he bailed on it. Played 100x Esports, and they were playing an actual 1300 in threes, and I couldn't hit the ball. They had a 1300 queuing with them. Well, that's like whatever. I don't care about that, ultimately, because it's like, if you're playing with your friends and you're very clearly playing with a player that's not ready, that's fine. What I don't get is how this game still allows you to duo queue in threes, and you're playing with a player who's like 500 MMR below. Like, I have a screenshot somewhere of me being like 1840, my other teammate being 1780 or 1790, and then the third guy literally being like a 1310. And I'm like, there is no scenario in which I win that. And yet I'm getting punished -12 for losing because my MMR is the one that's basing the lobby off of. Like, if that guy wants to play with a 1300 and a 1800 lobby, he should be able to do that in a full party. Like, in no way should the 3 rank rule be ever allowed. It should be, in my mind, honestly, even 100 MMR is like the farthest I'm willing to go. I think 150 would be fair. Even for me, that's too far. Because I'm so accustomed to it now, Flo, that legit, if I get into a game, I can play for about a minute and then say, yeah, that guy on my team, X username or whatever, I'm gonna say a 1600 instead of a 17 or something. And what do you know, every single time, like without fail, game ends, and that's exactly what he is. Like, you can just smell it because they're just so much slower on every read, on every movement. Like, you can see the hesitation on certain plays because they're not used to the speed, etc. And for me, I'm like, that's even too far. I feel like 100 is a round number. I think it makes sense because 100 MMR is basically a full rank, you know? Like, the entirety of like a GC3, a GC2, a GC1, it's like, that's one rank. At least be adjacent. I just don't understand the logic of letting players within 3 ranks. I know it's like, well, you want to make sure they can play with their friends, but I'm like, do we? Do that in a full party. Otherwise, I don't care. Of course, as I say that, there's plenty of boosters, so. Nothing like queuing with players who are quadruple flip resetting in the middle of my GC3 match. And then the third guy is literally just like, I got it. Like, okay, wow, very clearly this guy's getting boosted to some rewards. My favorite is when the player they're trying to boost is so low that he's actually impairing these 2 much higher ranked players from even being able to carry. I remember we played, I don't know if I still have the stream recording of it, but there was this this group of 2 players and like boosting a third, and I realized halfway through the game that the third was like so bad that if we just isolated him, we could probably just like score every time we move forward. And so we started demoing the 2 SSL guys, and they're like, dude, we're clearly playing with a worse player. Why are you trying to demo us? And it's like, because 1, you're playing ranked, 2, you're the one who decided to play with a player much worse. What am I supposed to do? Just be like, hey guys, let's take it easy on this team that's trying to take MMR. Like, people who complain about the other team trying to win in ranked is so funny to me. Dude, why is this guy so sweaty? What do you mean? It's ranked. Are you not trying to win? I think it's okay if lower ranks have wide queues because I'm like gold, platinum, Overwatch. I can still play with a diamond friend. Higher ranks should have 200 MMR differences. See, the thing is, I don't like that just because it's harming the rest of your party. It's like joining Overwatch or CS partied up, but the one person is significantly lower. It's like, no matter what, your teammates are getting punished. If you're full stacking, I don't think it matters, because if you lose, then, well, you chose to. But I don't opt into that. If I get a queue where one player is a champ 3 and the rest of the other player is my rank, then fundamentally I am playing essentially a 2v3. And if I lose full MMR. I'd be somewhat okay if there was like a multiplier, like if I'm solo queuing and the duo comes in and they're horrible and I lose, they should lose full points. I should lose like 30% less than full points or something. Like, at least, like, give me some benefit. Like, hey, sorry you lost that game. We're still gonna lose your MMR, but we're not gonna take away, like, all your MMR for a loss. So I think it's kind of nonsense to, like, assume that that's a winnable game for me when I'm literally playing with a player who's not ever been in this rank. You look like Wesker? Okay. I don't know who that is, but I'm glad I could remind you of them. Bonk. My boy Ches. I don't mind playing with Ches. Solid player. I think I got a reset on that. Yep. You never saw it coming. I think I'm doing that consent meme. It's like, I consent, and then me is the third. I don't. Isn't there somebody you forgot to ask? Play Val and Rainbow together? Ooh. I might sneak on and stay on the grind. Good. Best of luck, Hades. Oh. Oh, I was trying to pre-jump that. I guess no one wanted any of that action. Ooh, yuck. Wow, they didn't shut me down at all. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna try to yuck this one as far as possible. Favorite pair of shades? What do you mean? It's not a good reset, but the first touch was good enough to keep it close, and that's what I was trying to go for. Oh, advantage. Your ass getting pre-jumped. Goal's a goal. No, sometimes there's goals are like situational, where it's like, I'm gonna go for a reset on this, but I know they're probably gonna be able to save it, so I just need to get like a one of those resets that's not a scoop, it's just a push forward. And luck I was able to do that time. So iconic. They'll read that, don't worry. Bonk. Oh, not bonk. Bonk. You look like Doug. I don't think you've ever seen another person with your own eyes. Man, you look like that streamer that's a redhead? I think you just saw any semblance of a beard. Ooh, I like the part where I was completely on my own there. Not that it was the hardest save, but it was kind of weird that I saved this and then we kind of just left the ball on Fort. Well, gotta do better. Surely we don't lose the game that we were literally kicking their ass about 2 minutes ago, right? Noise. Interesting. Look like my dad. I'm your future stepdad. Oh, okay. No! I hit it with the booty first. Oh! Okay. Surely we don't lose in 0 seconds, right? Oh my god, teammate missed that first touch. I literally almost scream cried. Almost cried. Lucky the situation is kind of on me, just because I did miss that earlier save, so no excuses on this one. Oh, Ches got that boost. Oh wow, that would have been sick if I meant to do that. Was Vantage gonna dice him? No, good avoidance. Hello, Mateo. What a fail. Iconic, please go to the ball. Shu is streaming? My favorite Minecraft YouTuber, Shu. How is the Minecraft tube? Dude, please get boost. I'm trying out here. That's how it ends. That's how it ends. God, this rank is so ass. Stop for 6 months, but we're coming back. Good. How you doing, Mateo? How was stream? Playing Ark Survival. I remember I had a couple of buddies of mine who stopped playing Rocket League for a bit, and they were just only playing Ark for like months and months. And I've never played the game, but I'm like, damn, that game has them in a vice grip. Same with the Rust. Rust was another game that I had like a whole group of people just all simultaneously become addicted to. Is it like an overhead strategy sim type of game? It looks like so much going on there. Like one of those isometric view strategy games. Dog, I say someone hit a quad reset musty on me, and at kickoff I was doing horse dashes and goal. I left so quick. Yeah, makes sense. Ark Survival Sandbox, and the twist is dinosaurs. I thought it was like a futuristic thing. I know there's dinosaurs though. I've seen that part. Ooh, horrible. Why do you have these glasses on? Why not? Tips for Diamond: learn how to keep the ball close, learn how to actually fast arrow consistently, because most of you guys think you do and you don't. At least in my history of coaching Diamonds. But yeah, just learning how to, like, honestly just doing this, like take the ball back and just touch the ball and just learn how to stay like close to it like this. Like you don't need to air dribble it in a specific area, just literally bring the ball back and forth and just practice doing this. Doesn't even have to be a high air dribble. And then over time, you'll learn how to, like, you know, actually take the ball, you know, left and right, up and down, and be able to air dribble it off the sidewall. That's the best way to, like, start off. You just tap the ball and learn how to just do that. Do glasses make it harder? Yeah, I mean, it makes it slightly more dim. I already play on my monitor on minimal brightness anyway, so it doesn't really affect me. Used to the darkness. I used to play Rocket League. Hello, Love Football Life. What do you play now? Hello, valued customer. Hello, salesman spam ton. You don't seem like you're gonna last a long time here, but okay, well, welcome in. Some futuristic, but it's mostly survival sandbox. I see. I do have a champ tell me I know how to do faster. I don't have a good mechanics and game awareness. I just need to have more ball control. I mean, that would definitely help. I would say a lot of diamonds struggle with also not knowing how to actually like play the ball in dangerous areas on purpose. It's kind of the thing you learn in Champ and GC, or you should be learning. But a lot of you guys just go fast and you go for everything, and it's just like you don't have to be the hero. Not every ball needs an aerial. Not every ball needs a challenge. Set yourself up to cover the most amount of options. And then when you're confident you have a read, go for it. Man, I figured he was gonna miss that, but I didn't trust. There's like a cat hair on my face, but it feels like it's like a bug. So I got really like, whoa. Have you ever played Raleigh? Have I ever played the player who lives in France while me, a US citizen, playing on US servers? No, I've never played Raleigh. Do you think playing ones will help you? I think playing ones will help a lot of people learn like about control and consistency, but I don't necessarily think it'll immediately make you rank up if you just play ones. You gotta like really commit to playing ones. What's my real name? Jeff. Yeah, I think ones is very good for teaching you how to manage a boost, so long as you're actually trying to play it well and not just driving the ball. Shadow defense as well, but that's like stuff you can learn from twos as well. Actually getting the ball in my car to go for a dribble. I mean, that's not that hard. I would recommend don't boost when you're practicing. Just cut into the ball, pop it up, and then just keep your car in the middle of that white circle underneath the ball. And then once you learn how to do that, then you can start adding in boost and cuts and power slides and whatnot. Not super hard to practice. Just about learning how much power in the gas pedal you got to put on to getting certain reads off. Ah, I wanted the fancy finish. Like I was so slow on that approach that I thought I could brake check him. He wasn't even reacting to that yet. That's funny. All right. Just slowly taking the 50. Car from the ground. Wait, hold on. I'll read that in a sec. I can dribble well enough just getting it on my car from the ground. Well, you cut it into it. Oh, didn't think we'd let it get that far. Have you played Zen? CC, I don't know how to tell you this. I live not in Europe. So any US pro, there is at least some chance I have played them, and I have played a fair degree, number of them. But no, I have never played any European professional player. Those guys are 6,000 miles away from me. Oh. I don't know where they live. You don't know where the European players play? Close. Are people this casual of RLCS fans that they just know players' names and nothing else about where in RLCS they play, anything about their orgs, anything about their history? They just know the players. I don't even know how that works. I'm a huge Josh Allen fan. Oh, really? You like the Bills? What are the Bills? What? Oh, are you from Buffalo? What? I'm so lost. What is a buffalo? The animal? Touch. Close. Close. I don't know what region they are. I just know of them. That's insane that you don't know that background information. I don't even know how that's possible. How you can learn of a player, not learn anything else about them. Did you find out about Zen through YouTube? That's maybe why. I'm surprised that no one in any of those videos has mentioned where he's from, though. Oh, you bonked me off my double. What a penis. It's a burger place in Egypt, Buffalo. Man, I love Egypt's buffalo wings. Oh, no chow. Okay, that guy just accepted his fate. All right, we're playing a fake chow here. Because he's going to give it up. Yep. Ooh, 0 second. No, he bonked me! GG's. I just suck at life. I'm a disappointment. Hey! At least you recognize it. No, I'm kidding. No, you're fine, CC. I just find that concept really interesting that you know of Jolly and Zen, but you don't know any other information. Like, it feels like knowing about a professional player. Like, oh, Mo Salah, favorite player in the world. No, I don't know what league he's in. No, I don't know what team he's on. No, I don't know anything else about him except for the fact that his name and he plays well. And it's just like, I don't even understand how you can be a fan at that point. Have you played Cozy P? I've gone beyond playing with Cozy. He's on my friends list. Ding. Now Cozy and me are buds. Easiest mode game GC in. Snow Day. The hardest part is just getting a queue together. Hey, Darcy, welcome back. Have you beat him in a 1v1? I've never played him in a 1v1, no. He is much higher ranked than me in 1v1. Even when I've actually tried to be, like, a ones player, I think the highest I've ever been is, like, low GC3, and that was a while back. I would say authentically, I'm probably, like, a very low GC2 in ones if I actually try hard it. So I would get absolutely annihilated by Cozy in ones. But that's why we should practice. Can I play twos with you? Darcy, you know very well, because you've been in stream long enough, that I do not play with anybody I do not know. So anyone in chat, I'm not going to be just randomly partied up with them and queuing. I'm also not going to add anybody from chat that I don't know. Hey, Valentino. Just like your streams, I think you're a good player. We're all right, chat. We're all right, player. What rank you want to play with someone? Well, I literally... What? Unless you're talking to Darcy. I should have prepped my protein shake like I normally do, chat. I'm getting kind of hungry. Getting kind of hungry. Uh-oh, my 3's queue's starting to die, chat. You do coaching? I used to. Nowadays, I just do free coaching days on the stream. So if if people save up, send me a replay file, then I can give someone a review. Because I don't do free coaching, and that 99% of people are young kids who don't have money, so they're like, what? L. And then they don't come back ever for coaching, so I'm like, well. I trusted my read. Should have adjusted just a little bit. Nice, well done. All right. Hello? No one's up? Okay. Just for, you know, guys, this is going to be a loss. We are playing if it's a very good player, Enrican. He's probably carrying some friends right now. And this is the team we've beaten like 3 times in a row on my team. I don't know these guys, but... Try to slow that one down a little bit. Oh, man. Oh, actually, perfect pattern. No, why did you rush that? Why is that wide? Okay. Not really sure why I don't let me get that catch. And you have no boost when we get... Oh no, TK. Wow, just utterly useless that he missed every boost pad on the way back as well. Holy. This man needs to be put down on the counter and told that he's not playing well. And then after that, euthanized. What? Chat, who said that? That's so toxic. Nah, I was going for the hyper ridiculous harebrained scheme of getting that pre-jump into the block. Sad. Oh my god, redemption. Nope, should've known. Remember me? Hello, Phantom with an F. Vaguely? Take your time. Nice. All right, there we go. We have suspended his euthanasia. Why did Nightbot respond? Because people come in here all the time being like, do you remember me? And 99% of the time I do. The only time I don't is when someone has said hi one stream 7 months ago and they're just like, you don't remember me? And it's like, well, buddy, like, unfortunately you are not in here for the very long, like, I'm sorry. So it's because majority of the time, yes, I do recognize anyone who comes in, and there are even some people who come in multiple streams a week and they will be like, do you remember me? Because they assume I don't know, have Alzheimer's. They'll come in here and be like, yo, do you remember me? Do you remember me? Do you remember me? So we just made Nightbot, anytime someone asks that, say, yes, he remembers you, don't worry. Look at Buddy giving coaching. Last time I watched your streams, I was silver, gold, now I'm plat. Phantom, oh my goodness, the GOAT. Bye, I'm going to sleep. Good night, Osser. Look at him going to sleep at a responsible time. No, Phantom, I'm genuinely like, good job. I'm not being sarcastic. What? Why would I be sarcastic? You're around negative people a lot if you think I'm being sarcastic. I'm genuinely hyped when people come into my stream and be like, hey, I ranked up since I last watched you. I'm like, awesome, man. Congrats. It's not like I'm like, oh, good job. Like, you know, like I genuinely am happy when people come in here. Especially if they're like, hey, watching your streams has helped me out. I've learned a bit about the game, how I should practice stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I ranked up. I'm like, even better. Let's go. Not the open net with 17 seconds to recover. What happened here? He missed the boost. Oh my God. Well, I was about to say, I'm like, why is the third not here? That's not good. Don't get chipped. Don't get chipped. Nice. I'd prefer not giving the SSL the air dribble. Oh, hell. Goal, 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 goal! Our rotation is so bad, dude. That was weird. Oh, nice touch. That was an insanely nice touch by the Merc guy. All right, chipping that just because it's a weird enough read that he's not going to get clear. I would have not touched it, but not a bad touch. Lobbing it for Rocky to throw middle. Oh, I tried to lob that middle. Known as the CEO of the backboard from time to time. I was like, he is going to play that really harsh in the middle, and if he's not, he's just not going to touch it at all. So I guess we are right on our prediction. Good flick. Rocky should have more than enough to get that. Ah, rough. Like your prediction? We're starting to play a little smarter on stream now, or with our teammates. One more touch? Ah, that's fine. Noise. These guys are getting a little cocky on the other team, so I feel like we can probably get a dub so long as we just close it out, playing a little smart, and not get dusted. Ah, no. Whoop! If I demoed him, that's a goal. I almost saved the crap out of that, though. What a save by them. Sorry, buddy. No donuts tonight? Yeah, I've taken a vow of poverty. Thank you for the clear. Didn't quite work out. We're going to greedily go up, and it's going to be the downfall of all of our rotation. Never mind. Ooh, one more. Oh. I was wondering, I'm like, why is he leaving the goal? It's because we flicked it early and flicked it wide. Sad. Ooh. Not a huge fan of doubling into the middle. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. There we go. TK. Nice. Rocky's not going to get there. That's fine. I'd rather he not go. No one's getting that. Oop. You got that? Oh. I thought Rican was going to follow that up. That's a miss. That's somehow through both of us. Love that. Anyway, what a throw. Hey, Machiavelli. I would like to say thank you for everything you do. You're the sun. Good day, bad day. You always shine to brighten our days. Even when you don't feel like it, you always pull through for us. Thank you, Machiavelli. Definitely not true. I definitely do not pull through for you guys some days. I am in a bad mood sometimes, and I definitely do not stream well. But thank you. Appreciate that. How much is your coaching? Per hour, I usually charge like $30. But again, I don't really do that anymore just because scheduling people is a nightmare. People are funny. They'll schedule coaching and they're like, yeah, my schedule's pretty open. So I'm available strictly from 6:15 to 7:15 a.m. only on Tuesdays. And it's like, what? Like, it's like, so that should be pretty easy to do, right? Oh, it's Deck. It's been a while since I've seen him. Oh. Hey, pop it. It's more than minimum wage. Good math. Yeah, but it's also like a thing where like most players, for some reason, have this weird expectation that creators don't need to monetize anything that they do. So they're like, hey, do you do coaching? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, wait, you charge? I'm like, yeah. Like, do you think people are just spending an hour out of their day to help a stranger for no reason? So I just stopped coaching because it was just kind of annoying to schedule. Also, I was a caster, and coaching is a lot of talking, and it kind of hurt my voice, my vocal cords, to just be yapping for an hour straight. Not getting coach for 8 hours. I mean, that's what people don't understand about casting as well. Is people are like, whoa, you make like $100 an hour or something for some gigs? It's like, yeah, like that's way more. That's so, you're so lucky. And I'm like, well, the thing is, I'm getting maybe 1 gig an entire week, or maybe sometimes a month in this slow ass year. So it's like, yeah, I might be technically making a lot per hour in that one moment, but it's not every day. Not even close to every day. Woo! Hello, Leo. Welcome in. Pass middle? A little too far, not gonna lie. All right, I just had to touch that past him because I could hear him already up, so I wasn't gonna be able to get that reset. YouTube's bonkers like 99% of the time. That's just how it is. YouTube has a lot of people in there, and a lot of them are mentally unstable. That's a goal. On 4. Do you think you could beat Zendradrali? Because I think you could. CC and Hades, respectfully, you don't know anything about Rocket League if you think that. Buddy, you really think one of the 2 of the best players on Earth would not dismantle me, dude? I just played a regular ones SSL one time on my 1v1 stream, and I got 10-0'd. Or actually, I think it was 10-2 or something like that. Bro was like destroying me. I could not do anything about that. Like in 3v3, yeah, with the right teammates, I could probably take a game or something. But like, there's no way I'm pulling off a 1v1 against Drolly or Zen. Literally like a top 5 2 players in the world in ones. Oh, is that his like series I keep seeing popping up? Like day number 7 against best player in the world or whatever? Oh, that guy pre-jumped me yesterday. Dude, can you get off my jock? Holy. Definitely more than the $0 an hour that I make. Gotta get your money up, buddy. I mean, I have like a full-ass job that I do outside of content. That kind of helps. Might do it on day 11 or 13. Well, all you need is just one good game. The problem is with ones, it's not about having one good moment. It's about, oh, dang it. It's about constantly shutting down air dribbles over and 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 never missing your boost, never missing your opportunity to get a read off. So it's like ones is such a brutal game when it comes to that. Especially when you're playing against a guy who will never miss an air dribble, you know? Like, he will always put that one top shelf on you. Did they lag out? What the heck? I could have sworn I just went through the same boost like 4 times. Oh! Why didn't Taco beat him? Because people don't know how good players are and they don't know how skill scales. A lot of players look at me and be like, wow, are you a pro? I'm like, what about this gameplay when you turn into mine reminds you at all about like what you watch when you watch Zen play or whatever, you know? Like, I think people just don't understand how much better pros are than literally everybody. Even when you go into a player who's authentically like 2,000 MMR and 2s and 3s and like a 1,500 and 1s, they would never stand a chance against most pros. Like, people don't understand how good players are at the top level. It's not just like, oh, they're just like a little bit better than SSLs. No, they're like infinitely better than even top 50 players, you know? That's crazy. He was able to chase that down in time. And it's also crazy that 100 boost bus hunter is not going to go for that. I'm going to leave that. Ah, he trusted me. I'm sorry. I thought he saw what I was going for there. I was trying to let it go so that the defenders would pause. That's actually insane how that worked. Not all three getting bumped. Picking shots. I don't want to go to school on Wednesday, buddy. You have another day off? What the heck is going on over there? I feel like Taka's better than Coconut. Again, buddy, you do not know what you're talking about. Coconut is definitely a better player than I am. SSL and them is like a plat and SL. That is, okay, that is not accurate. That is not that far. But people don't understand just like how good pros are in terms of their consistency and also decision making. A lot of intangibles. There's a lot of insanely good SSLs that are even rank X who will never make it as a pro player because they just lack intangibles or that consistency in practice. 2200 and 1600 chess player. I mean, sure. I don't know much about chess analysis anymore. I grew up playing chess, but I don't know that much difference. But I mean, a lot of it is just decision making. Like that's why when I try to give coaching to a lot of GC3s, I'm like, honestly, your issue isn't your mechanics, it's you're making bad decisions. And the thing with pros is that they do not make mistakes, like 90% of the time. When you're watching them play, especially in a lower rank lobby, they will always take the best 50. They will always be able to recover well. They will always get the perfect first touch, you know? It's like all that stuff builds together. Tuesdays for new students, 6th, I'm gonna get to 8th. I get an extra day, dang. I forgot the dread of starting school again. 100 hours a week. I mean, I would say most pros don't average that much, but they average a lot. 100 hours a week is super ridiculously over the top. Maybe 100 past 2, so 50 hours a week, but they definitely do not do 100 hours a week. I can't wake up at 12 anymore. Yeah. Kind of insane that teenagers don't get to sleep anymore. It's literally all because of after school sports and activities. Like elementary school kids should 100% be the ones waking up at 6 a.m. These guys are little crackheads. Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for people to remember is like, pros are just like significantly more consistent. They have more hours to put in. And ultimately, yeah, they do make better decisions. The pros that don't succeed are normally not, though. Like a player like Astral has a bad mental, but he's also someone who's a little impulsive and can't improvise around his teammates too well, which is my solution. Which is kind of why I always saw him as like, he's a good player, but he'll never be like among the greatest because you need to be actually able to somewhat play around your teammates. Just to listen to someone teach us about Egypt and not life skills. I mean, it's good to learn about your nation. What do you mean? You're telling me history has absolutely no value? I don't know about that. I would argue everyone who's always like, school didn't teach us how to do your taxes. Honestly, I feel like that's something your parent could totally teach you and it wouldn't be that insanely hard to learn. Like in terms of like functional knowledge that people need to know about like filing taxes and all that stuff, I don't really think that's on the school to teach you. Like you don't need to know the whole tax code. You just need to know like, hey, this is how you budget. This is how you save up. This is how you a 401k works or whatever, you know? Only specific parts of it matter. Most of it doesn't matter. I don't know, man. I think it's good to show people a breadth of different subjects. I think it'd be weird. Otherwise, what's the solution? Hey kids, welcome to basically secondary school. Now pick the one selection of subjects you want. It'd be like choosing a college major when you're 10, you know? Like that's not gonna work. Like kids don't know what they want. So you gotta show them a bunch of different subjects, get their broad concept knowledge, and then see what they like from there. Man, this is a long ass threes queue. Then again, it is technically it's like functionally a Sunday evening, so maybe people are going to bed. It's not meant to hold your hand. Yeah, I don't know. The more that people accept AI and they're working, I believe that the incoming generation is going to be significantly limited in their ability to actually function in the coming world. Because, yeah, they might be more comfortable using Claude and ChatGPT and all these freaking AI models, but they're going to be stupid because of it. No one actually wants to learn. No one wants to write an essay anymore. No one wants to solve hard math problems anymore. Just scan that shit into an AI and let it solve it for you. No need to actually use your brain. Definitely no downstream consequences of that. That's honestly the one thing I'm most worried about, you guys, in going through school right now, is how much a lot of people are abusing AI. That's like, I think, the issue of the Gen A and Gen Z timeline right now that I'm most worried about. I got DDoS, watch out. Buddy, I would love to even get in a game, Vantage. Also, L. Oh, speaking of. I feel bad for schools that have bad reputation because they barely get funds and teach them to fight. Well, I mean, that's kind of the whole point of certain districts in the US, is they kind of have this downward spiral going because you're basically trying to get kids to get their test scores up, but because the district is poor, it doesn't get the best teachers, and because the district also doesn't have a lot of money, it doesn't have updated facilities, and it doesn't also have a lot of other social support things, and so therefore the kids have to struggle even harder and work even harder to get out of it. And because they don't get to good test scores because of all those things that came before, then they also don't get funding because they don't earn it through higher test scores or whatever, or at least they didn't back when that was the main primary issue. So it can be tough. That's why, sociologically speaking, in a US context at least, the single data point that is most indicative of your future life success is actually your zip code. Nice. Pass that out. Bump him? Oh, no. That's a lot of whiff. Nice. Banger! That's really funny. Oof. Can't BS your way through labs and high-level math. On any take-home assignment and any online test, you certainly can. That's the thing. That's why I'm like, if I'm a teacher nowadays, I'm making everything in class on paper. No take-home tests, nothing. Can't have your phone, has to be in the classroom and everything. And a lot of schools hate that because they just want to, you know, administer something digitally, have it automatically graded and whatnot, you know? In-person labs. Yeah, but the thing is, you can still kind of BS your way through a bunch of other stuff. And C's get degrees and whatnot, blah, 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 you know? So that's kind of what I'm worried about. I'm like, I think just these people's dependence on AI is, they think it's like, well, it's actually helping me learn stuff. I'm like, unless you're actively, like, studying, you're not actually encoding any of that information. It's the same reason, chat, that your visual spatial part of your brain, it actually low-key atrophies the more you use just GPS, because you're not actually encoding any information on like how to learn about your environment and how to think about 3D space and rotate it around. Like, okay, if I'm on this street and there's landmark there, that means if I go this way and this way, blah, 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 blah. But when your GPS just tells you, yeah, just go this way, it means you don't learn about your environment. It means you don't practice those skills. It's the same exact concept, except with literally everything else and every other skill. And so I get very scared when people are like, yeah, you boomers don't get it. See, why would I need to learn this when I can Google it? Why would I need to learn this when I can just AI it or something? And it's like, that's the point. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to AI it. You should have a basic idea about how something's gonna work, or how to handle something, or how to do a task. Like, even before, students are pretty lazy. I used to teach psych students, and my God, some of the stuff that I'd have to lead them through. They were like seniors who didn't know certain stuff. Like, sorry, what's cognitive dissonance? I'm like, there's literally no way you don't know one of the more foundational theories in all of psych. That's insane. When I did deliveries, I would use GPS for the outside, and after a while, I learned the city so damn well. Well, that's the thing, is that you're doing it over and over and over and over again. Like, if you're just navigating around your town freely and not doing it every day, like, yeah, that's different. But when you're just, like, casually using it on every single time, it doesn't really work. Over time, I try to reduce my need for GPS, try to look up where a place is on a map, and then from there, just try to drive myself. Just test myself and see how cleanly I can navigate, for good and bad. It was much easier in cities, because in Chicago, there's just like a bunch of buildings, so you can kind of tell exactly where you are in any given moment based on where certain buildings are in your sight line. That's not real, dude. Good early flick. I don't think Vantage had it in him. Oh, well, it's okay. We weren't winning this game anyway. All right, have a good night, everybody.